Good afternoon everyone, so we're going to be looking at what it's like living with the Fossil Decker 2647. This is my very own Fossil watch, and I'm going to be discussing really what it's like to have it on a day-to-day basis, what it's like wearing it and stuff like that. So let's get started, shall we? So just a brief look at the sort of price. I got this around about, I think, £80–90 in the Amazon sale on Amazon, funny enough. Yeah, you can get these around about, I think, £75, £70 now. They're not too bad for the price. You're getting quite a lot of watch for it as well. So it's got a 43mm case diameter and it's around about 30mm thick. I'm not sure on the quartz movement, and in terms of weight, it's quite a sort of fairly light. It's not a heavy watch, not a light watch. It's probably around about 120 grams in weight. So what drew my attention to this watch initially was actually, I was browsing through Amazon and looking for watches to review, as I do with my channel. And I just spotted this, and I thought, oh, that's quite different with the hands. The hands drew my attention initially, the sort of rectangular shape rather than the sort of arrow shape. And quite frankly, I was looking for watches to review, and I thought, well, it looks a bit unique. I'll go and have a little look at that and see what it's like. But then what made me fall for it is when I got it and started doing the review, I started to really like it. And I thought, well, the price isn't too bad. I could keep it and not worry too much about the expense I spent on it. So the uniqueness of the shape and the colour of the overall colour scheme of the actual watch is what made me fall for the watch truly. It's a truly sort of unique style. Orange hands, it's quite a rare thing to come by. And I liked how the chronograph seconds are counted almost in 2 seconds rather than 1. I quite like that. That's a nice touch. But I feel like this is a sort of you know, the Omega No Time to Die watch, that black and sort of orangey rose gold finish. It reminded me a little bit of that. I know it's nowhere near the same, but it reminded me of the sort of the colours going on there. So what's it like actually living with this watch? So to live with this, I would usually wear it any time really, apart from smart occasions. Because of the sporty strap, it's a little bit hard to sort of pair them together, and for football. But I'd wear it for any other time really, so any other sport really that's non-contact, and days out, etc, etc. Really just general lifestyle, but I wouldn't wear it for football or anything smart just because of that strap. So it is a nice watch. It's a sporty watch really. If it had a leather strap, it would be a little bit different, but I don't think it'd get off the same effect. So in terms of function use, I use the chronograph. Sometimes, usually, if I'm on the sideline for a football match or something like that, I'll use it to sort of time first half, second half, and stuff like that. Lume quality is they are luminous just about, these hands. It's not a big amount of lume on there. I'm not too bothered though. I don't often wear the watch that much. Yeah, so things I don't like about it is the chronograph hands. The chronograph hands, not the chronograph hands, sorry, the chronograph buttons. There's not much feedback when you push them in. There's no click. It's just to mash the button in. I like a little bit of feedback on my chronograph buttons. That's just personal preference of mine. In terms of concerns, I have no concerns really about this watch. It's a nice, well-made watch. Crown's a bit of a sort of an odd design as well, but you know, each to their own. So who's this watch for really? It's for those who want a simple watch, yet has that touch of uniqueness about it. So it's a simple black watch really, isn't it? But then you've got just that little bit of uniqueness about it. So it's gonna have to be someone who likes an orange theme to the watch, or like a black and orange theme, that sort of look, because that's going to be what sticks out most to you. So if I was to describe, just to summarise really, if I was to describe this in one statement, it would be the child of a Geiger counter and a watch combined. So if you were to sort of take a Geiger watch and take for example, that Omega No Time to Die watch, that sort of black and that rose gold look, and mix it with a Geiger counter, I feel like this is how it would look. This is how it would come out. Those orange sort of hands there, they kind of look a little bit radioactive to me. The little hands as well look like they could be used on a Geiger counter as well. So I feel like that's the aesthetic this watch is going for. It's quite a unique sort of aesthetic going on there, with especially with that black tachymeter as well, just to go with that matte grey dial. So there we go, guys. That is what it's like living with the Fossil Decker 2647. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you on the next video.